So we're gonna talk about a beautiful choice from Bell Howell. I'm gonna give you heads up that you should really jump in here right away because these lights have sold out 3 times in a row. They are back for the 4th and final time of the year, our final quantities. So not only are they stunningly beautiful, you can choose, there's 3 different styles. We'll tell you what they look like. They're all acrylic, they look like glass. I love the fact that they've got the faceting, so it really gives you a beautiful cut design on the table or on a bookshelf or outdoors, because you can use these outdoors. They're totally rechargeable, so you don't have to worry about batteries ever. It comes with the cable to charge them over and over. You get hours and hours of beautiful light, and they're dimmable. You've got 3 different modes, which I love too. Some of us like the cool kind of effect of lighting. I like the warm personally, but everybody has a preference. So you've got white, warm, or daylight options, and these are the 3 choices. We're gonna explain what they look, or what they are. One is called Aurora, one's Addison, and one's Auburn, but I do wanna share with you that if you want these, do not wait. This is a way to start the show with a bang. They're 20 bucks. $20 at a Black Friday, free shipping, and flex. $4 to get yours delivered, get multiples. I love the idea of flanking the side of a bed, the side of the ends of the couch, wherever you want a soft, beautiful ambiance created. You can do it this way. No flames, nothing like that. And they are so pretty. Chad Allen is here. This is so exciting to have these in my show because I've seen them sell out 3 times in a row before I got to them. So welcome back.
Hi everybody. Hi Callie.
Good to see you.
These are beautiful. I mean, right? And I always style them in pairs. So if you're wondering right at the gate which one is which, I hold the Addison, which has been named the Addy, the nickname Addy. Debbie Denman gave that to it. It has a real crystal cut to sort of the acrylic here. And I'm going to turn it off, but there's the different light modes. But do you see the way the shade is just beautifully designed, like your high-end crystal that would cost you thousands and thousands of dollars, right? Underneath, see how thick that acrylic is? It's LED technology on the inside, so you're never recharging, or never changing a light bulb, I should say. You just recharge this. It has a built-in battery. It lasts for 7 hours, and you can dim it down. So if it's ever too bright, you just keep your finger on the touch sensor, and then it gets dimmer, right? And if I keep my finger there again, it gets brighter. I grew up with touch lamps, who didn't, right? And so they've been around a long time.
Yep.
But how do we style them? How do we design with them? We've decorated the entire set from the kitchen to the bedroom to the mantle, all the way around if you want to take a tour.
Absolutely, which we'll do. So this is the Aurora, or the Addison.
That's the Addison.
The one that you're looking at right there is called Addison. The most limited is the Aurora, which is, we'll show you this one, is
right
kind
here.
of a wider, this vertical kind of elegance.
Yep.
But even more so with this one.
The
and this
Auburn.
is the Auburn.
Yeah, the Auburn is going to be your slimmest lampshade. So think about your bookshelves, your tighter spaces. You're going to want to get this one. It's called the Auburn.
Okay.
This is the Aurora. Again, that has a double shade. There's 2 shades on the inside, making the light a little more filtered. And then that Addison has the most elegant design in terms of the cut, like the crystal cut there.
I love the Addison. Isn't that, and they look like glass, I know, but don't worry if they fall over. They're not going to shatter because this is an acrylic shade. You even get the shade. Honestly, at $20, it might be a great buy if you had to buy a separate shade, but this is your choice of the style. Item is 8472, and in this case, I say get multiples for sure. 1 is great, 2 is better, 4 is even better than that, 6.
I agree.
Because they work in any room of the house. Let's take a walk.
Yeah, I've been taking them out to the balcony with me, you know, and having my glass of wine. We put 2, sorry to turn my back towards you, we're gonna have a lot of things to show you. There's 2 of the Aurora here on the mantle. And if you have light bulbs and you like the cooler white light bulbs, don't worry. One touch of a button, you can match the other lighting in your home so it all looks cohesive and nice, right? And then if it's ever too bright, which it will be, you know, at night when you want to just relax, you just keep your finger there to dim it up or dim it down, and it has a memory built in. And so do you see how that one's dim and Callie's is brighter? But watch this. As I flip to the next one, it knew that light was on the brighter setting, right? But watch this. When I go back to the beginning, it keeps it right there where I always liked it. And so you're never going to have to mess with it too much once you have it set the way you want it.
And check this out. I mean, obviously, you don't need any electricity. If you did, you'd have to, like, what would you do? How would you get an electrician to get you power behind a fireplace or so many other places, indoors, outdoors? Let's move on over to the dining.
Yes.
Oh, this is pretty.
This is going to be, I think, #1 use for it is the, like your Thanksgiving's around the corner, right? Christmas, all the holidays, Kwanzaa, you know, all of them. that's when you have the most visitors, right, to your home. And so maybe you are setting up a longer table in a place where normally you wouldn't. And so you can add that lighting, places where you're gonna be setting up those buffet areas or things like that, where you don't have an outlet, no cords, no cables, no extension cords. The dining table.
Isn't this amazing?
You want to create a tablescape? I mean, pick up 2 of them. Here's the third one. Let me pull the third one away, because I think you should style them in just 2s. I don't need you to buy 5 or 7. But when you put 2, and I mean, this is just a tray. There is no cords or cables or plugs on this table.
There's no way you could.
And now, Callie and I are here, but imagine this were a long table and there were 5 or 6 friends here. And then the sun goes down and it gets darker and we're having a good time. You're a host. You don't want to worry about the lighting. This is on your table where you are. It's decorative. It's nice. This could be outdoors or indoors. When you're done, bring them inside and charge them up.
You look so much better right now in this dim light.
Wait a second.
I kid.
Well, normally they'd be
But don't
candles,
you-
right? Like
Exactly.
we know candles are flattering.
Exactly.
This is that same incandescent.
That's why I'm such a fan of lighting. You know this to be the truth. It's one of my favorite things to talk about because it just softens the mood.
That's
it just
right.
generates more conversation. You just linger at the table a little bit longer and enjoy the mood that's created here. If these were glaring lights or overhead lights, you'd be like, is dinner over yet? Can we go watch some TV? But now, you know what I mean? I'll have another glass of Chardonnay.
And I've tried to do candles like this, and they blow out.
Yeah.
If the wind blows, especially if you're like on a lanai or a balcony or something, they blow out. These never get hot. They're cool to the touch, and you don't have to keep buying candles over and over again. These will last you a lifetime. LED technology lasts 50,000 hours at a minimum, and so you're talking like 10 plus years of light. And so the only responsibility you're going to have is just whenever the battery runs out, you recharge it. But if you leave it on the brightest setting, you're talking 7 hours.
7 hours
of light, which is very significant. And then you lower it down. If you dim it down, you're going to get more hours.
Think about this here in Florida. I mean, right now the sun is setting around 5:30.
Right.
So by 6, it's dark. If these last 7 hours, that's a 1 a.m. shut-off time. That's a long, fun party.
And then they only take like about 3 hours to fully charge up, which you forget about. You plug it in, you come back, it's already done. But I will say this, and we have some in the kitchen, which is where I have mine.
That's pretty.
And I want to show you that because I have one on my kitchen counter that I leave plugged in all the time. I'm not recharging it because it's 24/7 like a corded lamp. Yeah, and so it makes a difference, and you'll notice HSN has great under cabinet lighting, right? It's built in, but it's that cooler light, and you can't get rid of that. You can't change it, things like that. And so having these lamps here, even if I had one on the shelf, or I wanted to style one like this, Callie, and have them different heights, you're in control. And you know what makes a difference? If you put one on the back of the toilet,
there you go.
it sounds silly to say that out loud, to put a lamp on your toilet, but when you're not turning that big light on,
Exactly.
and you got to go tinkle in the middle of the night. We have some in the bedroom too.
Oh, let's take a look. We've got these amazing sheets coming up shortly with Concierge Collection 2.
Actually, they're behind. They're by
over
the
on
sheets.
that
Maybe we
side.
should wait for that.
That's okay. We can make our way over there. But even here, I mean, this is a different kind of light, but you can see the softness of lighting makes all the difference.
Here, instead of having that lamp where you're at, if we put that there, now I've cleared up my side table space. I didn't need to use an outlet. It gives out as much light as that corded plugged-in lamp, which I think is wonderful. And if you're going to read your little book or you're going to lay in bed and you don't want to have the big overhead light on because maybe the hubby's sleeping or something, this is for you. And then if you want to just turn it off, all you do is reach over and touch.
One of my favorite things is that it has those 3 light modes.
Yeah.
In my house, I like warm light.
Yes.
Tracy likes cool light.
Oh.
And I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah, Tracy's weird. No.
Yes, he is.
I've known Tracy for over a decade.
He's tons of fun. Everyone loves him. But everyone has a different preference, and it's all good. Everybody has a preference for a reason. It's what you like. That's okay. You can change this from warm to daylight to cool. It's dimmable. It's rechargeable. There's no electrical cable because you don't need one. You can put these anywhere. Talk about freedom to roam about the land.
And versatile, for sure.
Exactly. Let's go through again which color, or which design is which name.
Hardest choice.
I know.
Yeah.
The Addison is the most popular, this one right here. It's my personal favorite. It's the one with the facets or the cuts in the glass, which is acrylic.
Gorgeous.
The most slimline one is the Auburn.
That's correct.
And then this one over here is the Aurora.
And the Aurora has a double shade, and so let me put this one down for a second because I don't want to confuse anybody. Do you see how this has a separate shade on the inside? I can get my fingers around it actually because we wanted one to give a little more filtered light. And so, oh, perfect shot. Hello. Do you see how it has that extra shade inside there? And so it allows the light to be a little more filtered. And so if that's the kind of design you want, this Aurora is going to be for you. If you have a tight bookshelf or a tight space, the Auburn will be for you. And again, they all do exactly the same thing with the different modes, okay? And so the most popular, not surprised, is the Addison, which is in front of Callie that she's touching there.
By the way, these stand about 11.5 in height. They're about 5 inches in diameter, and they weigh 13 ounces. I mean, they're super, super lightweight. This is the little charging port right there, so it's kind of hidden from the back. I like the brass or the brushed brass or the matte brass.
And I'm particular about that. I don't like a yellowy gold. I want the nice brushed brass classic sort of gold.
It is. It really is. We are busy. Look at this, almost 1,300 spoken for.
Thank you.
Like I said, we've had this on the air several times. Each time it has sold out. It sold out the first time, the second time, the third time. This is the fourth time and our final time for the holidays with our final quantities. The counter you're seeing on the screen here is from today, from this morning.
And that's a live shot you're seeing on your screen. If you're just joining us, I would buy 2 for sure. I have a minor in interior design, so I spent a lot of money on college to learn you just need to put lighting in 2s or 3s. That is really what I learned in interior design school. It was just 2 or 3 together. So style in pairs. If you can create height, do that, of course. But what I do know is this is all we have for the rest of the year. I'm with Callie today, and that's probably going to be one of my last shows for sure. But the Addison that you're seeing on your screen on that table that I've been holding, that Callie's been holding,
love it.
Worldwide, Bell Howell has been around 117 years. Worldwide, the Addison is our most popular design we've ever created. These are our A lamp collection because they all have an A name. The Addison, the Aurora, the Auburn. And so you're gonna see Bell Howell items like this coming out more and more every year because we have Bell Howell by design. It's our black label, our upgraded label. And so this is not our regular type of Bell & Howell flashlights. This is our upscale by design line of products, our black label, if you're used to that.
That's nice to know. These really are beautiful. I can't get over their $20. And even that is on FlexPay. So it's either $3.33 if you want to use your HSN card, or it's $4 with another major credit card of your choosing. By the way, if you want to get our HSN card today, you're going to see a $40 gift waiting in your account. So if you do get 2 sets here, that's 2 sets that are completely going to be for free. If you want to apply, it's right there on your card or on the screen. You can go to hsn.com or call the toll-free number. But $40 is a nice way for you to get started shopping with us and put that purchase on your HSN card, and 2 sets are free.
Yes. And I mean, gifting, if you are thinking about gifting, because we're in that time of year, obviously. Do you know anybody who works in a cubicle at a desk?
Great idea.
This creates that mood lighting, that ambient lighting, to where maybe they're like, I just wish I had a little something in this area. Give this to anybody. You don't need to know their size. You don't need to know their favorite restaurant. You don't need to know their favorite coffee shop, nothing like that, because normally we give gift cards to people we're not too familiar with, right? The UPS driver, the secretary at the school, the teacher. This is one of those gifts where you don't really have to know them. Everyone needs lighting, and every single night it gets darker and darker, earlier and earlier.
It does.
Callie, I think I got home at like 4:45 last night, and I said, is it 10 p.m.? Like,
isn't it the weirdest thing? It's like, I'm tired, and you look, it's only 7
not
o'clock.
even dinner time yet. But we need lighting because it's so dark all the time.
And you know, thinking of the spaces that you can put these, obviously outdoors because there's no flame or anything. How about on a balcony? How about if you have a dock? Or how about if you have a boat? I know it's going to be winter for many people, but you know what I'm saying? There's no electricity required.
Right.
You can put them anywhere, and they're totally
wires.
safe. They're not even warm.
No.
Like, there's no heat whatsoever. And they just really make that room look so much more sophisticated and elegant and warm and welcoming, don't they?
And you're not tethered. If you don't like it where you have it right then, pick it up and move it around.
Exactly.
If tonight you're having a dinner party and tomorrow you're having a barbecue, it won't matter because you can just move them around and take them wherever you need to. But I do know Bell & Howell, we've won Academy Awards, the Golden Statues, for our lighting and for our lenses.
It's amazing.
We're known in Hollywood, of course, for helping all the big movie scenes. And so now being direct to consumer with these kind of products makes a huge difference, but just be able to move it around.
Pretty. I mean, can you see the facets that go against the wall? That's an elegance that you get with like really expensive cut glass.
Now think about a power outage. Think about if you don't have any electric.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of getting out the candles or using the flashlight or whatever, you have lamps that are rechargeable now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can go into the garage with this. I mean, it's the most beautiful flashlight you've ever gonna see. But that's a great point anywhere. And places like this, you don't want bright lights overhead. We've got a phonograph, a little record player like that. And what a wonderful way to just soften a corner.
No drilling, no hammering, no electrician, no handyman.
Nope.
You by yourself, you open the box, it's already gonna have a charge. You have a USB-C cable, it's included for you. My iPhone, my Apple phone charges with a USB-C. It's our most universal charging port.
And it comes along with it.
Yep.
You are getting at $20, get two if you can. Like I said, you'll regret having one, but one is fine if it's like for just a bathroom, or even if you don't know right now where you might be putting them, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I did not realize what an impact a soft light can make in my life. And I know we've got about 1,000 people ordering right now, Chad. We've got, in this hour, in this presentation, we've had over 500 first-time new shoppers with us at HSN.
Thank you.
For this product. Yes, thank you. What a great way to get started shopping here.
Should we tell them that I always think people need to know the shades, and I get confused sometimes also. So if you're wondering, okay, I like it, Callie, you guys have convinced me. This one's my favorite. I don't know if anybody else is having this. This is called the Addison that Callie's holding right there. The Addison has that crystal cut. Nicknamed Addie by Debbie Denman, we love her. And so the Addison has its own personality, dims down, dims all the way back up. Now the thinner design, which is what's next there, is the Auburn, okay? And I want you to get the Auburn if you have tight spaces, like your bookshelf or a little side table. Maybe you just have that little dark nook, or the entryway, great for that. And then if you're looking for the double shade, the more filtered light. Callie, that's what we call the Aurora, okay? And so they're all pictured on .com, of course, but they all have their own personality. And so when your friends come over, tell them the story about the Addison.
How many of us have spent more than $20 on a candle that disappears in one week in some cases? This is gonna be a forever lamp. It's just a beautiful choice. Thank you for your orders. I'm gonna definitely be ordering at least 2 sets if this one is still here when I get done today. 8472 is the item number, 3,000 out the door.
Wow.
Dimmable, rechargeable, 3 light modes. You know what? They are going to always look this beautiful, and you can go anywhere in the world you want to go with them. And I mean indoors, outdoors. You know what? Any room, dining room, den, office, kitchen, bathroom.
Never change a light bulb.
And never change a light bulb.
A light bulb.
What a great point that is, too. Well, I'm a big fan, and obviously you are too. Thank you. Please continue ordering, even though we're moving on right now. The item is 8472. Yeah, that's all you do is charge these up. This is a brilliant product. Great way to start my show this morning. Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Cal.
I might have to ask you to come back next hour.
I'll get a coffee.
Don't leave the building.
I won't leave the building. Thanks, everybody.
All right, we've got lots to share as it is our big Black Friday countdown week. But you know what? We've been doing Black Friday prices for at least 6 weeks leading up to this time of the year. Want to share with you really quickly just some other great little giftables that you may want to consider. Corez, if you're